Wish I could be. Big Finish. Part of that world. You were flat. So there are 2 ground rules to this video, okay? If you're here, if you're going to enter, there are 2 rules that you got to follow. 1, you need to admit, say it aloud, repeat after me. Mermaids do not exist. Mermaids are a figment of my imagination. Okay, cool. Number 2, be for real. In all of our analyzations and dialogue concerning this video right here, we're going to be for real. Okay, we're going to be for real. Okay, cool. So over the last 120 hours over the weekend, an old British crustacean kicked the bucket, caused white people to be very racist. Then, subsequently, the trailer for the 2023 remake of The Little Mermaid, the 1989 movie where the redhead, half salmon, half human hybrid who sings, made a deal with Sea Satan, fell in love with a white man, and then died at the end. The live action remake starring the incomparable, the talented, the black, very beautiful Halle Bailey dropped. The movie's coming out next year, and it caused white people to be racist. And the moral of the story is that white people treat racism like a Golden Corral buffet. They just can't get enough. First of all, the trailer was beautiful. I will be 28 when this movie comes out, and best believe I am stiff-arming adolescents and toddlers alike to get to the theater. Halle looks amazing. Her vocals sound legendary, Hall of Fame. But of course, we have to hurdle over the racism and the pointless conversations that are being had about this movie. When the trailer dropped, we saw a slew of negativity and malarkey.
Oh, I just saw the new Little Mermaid trailer, and my honest feelings about it is, this is absolutely absurd at this point. You know, that would be like me making Black Panther white. Doesn't make sense. Or making Moana white, or Pocahontas white.
And the main arguments that I've been seeing are,
well, you know, this is really, you know, that woke, you know, this is just woke culture. That's all this is. This is just woke culture.
And Disney they're just so woke at this point, which everyone knows, I would say.
And I've also come to the conclusion that whenever somebody uses the word woke, that's just them saying the hard ER. Like, we're just gonna treat woke as the hard ER now.
This is infringing on my culture. The original Little Mermaid was a Danish folklore, and
he goes ahead and makes Ariel a black character because that's not what the artist originally had.
Mermaids aren't real. Okay, mermaids are they're not real. They're not real.
Well, scientifically, if mermaids existed, they'd be at the bottom of the ocean where they wouldn't get much sunlight, therefore they couldn't be black.
First of all, there are fish at the bottom of the ocean that are black. Second of all, mermaids aren't real. I need y'all to understand the concept of race and when it is and is not integral to the story. I've seen people saying, well, what if we made Mulan white? What if we made Tiana from The Princess and the Frog white? Mulan was Chinese. The movie took place in China. She fought for the Chinese army. Like, be for real, bro. There was the movie was steeped in Chinese symbolism. Are y'all serious? Tiana in Princess of the Frog is based on a real black woman. The movie takes place in the Jim Crow South. The Jim Crow South. Where if you don't remember, in the Jim Crow South, things were segregated, which means making Tiana white would mean you would have to make her entire family white. You would have to make all of the most important and integral characters to the story white. And that would make zero sense. It would make zero sense because her race is integral and imperative to the story. Guess what isn't imperative to the story of a fictitious mermaid? Her race. Because mermaids don't exist. You can change. We could have made Ariel purple and yellow. And guess what? It would not have made any difference. But the thing about it is the people that are having the discussions about this movie are the people whose opinions don't even matter. My opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion watching this video doesn't matter. All the angry, crusty people on the internet who are mad about Halle being casted as the Little Mermaid do not matter. Because this movie is being made for little girls all across the world. More importantly, the little black girls. I know y'all have seen the TikTok trend where parents have been getting live reactions of their little girls watching watching the trailer to The Little Mermaid and just losing their minds. Like, they're saying, oh my gosh, she's brown. Oh my gosh, she's black. Ariel's black. Oh my God. Being brought to tears, just jubilant joy. 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds. How can you see that and then proceed to just be bigoted? Like, what the?
I think she's brown.
Out of the sea.
Is Ariel?
Wish I could.
She's a black girl.
She's black! She's black! Yes! She's black!
And this discussion reminds me of a YouTube video that I made a year ago called The Black Hollywood Trauma Complex, where I talked about the very obvious and disheartening disparity in Hollywood where black people, when we do get leading roles to movies, more often than not, we're casted in roles that are steeped in black trauma and stereotypes. Between 2017 and 2021, 1,330 movies have been either slated or released in America, and only 138 of these movies had black leads or predominantly black casts. That's a whopping 10%. When can we be the mythical creature? When can we be the superhero? When can we be the spy? You know, when can we get a buddy cop movie that doesn't have Kevin Hart in it? And these little girls' reactions, it shows us two things: that representation matters. We knew that. We've been trying to tell y'all that. And two, that children are so much smarter and cognizant than we give them credit for, than y'all give them credit for. The little kids that are going viral, losing their minds over Ariel being black are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old.
Was it just me, or was that with Whitney?
They can understand that, hey, this mythical and magical creature that I want to be just like looks just like me. And that's so cool. That's so important. They can understand things. And it's important that we introduce these things and these concepts to them in a safe way. You know, like that other thing that we're trying to get kids to learn about early on so they don't grow up to be terrible and putrid adults. Colonel Goring's there. And if you don't want my black ass opinion on it, if you don't want the black ass opinion of these little girls or the black ass opinions of anybody else online that are standing up for Halle, as we should, then maybe y'all will listen to a fellow Caucasian. Rob Marshall, the director of the movie, said clear as day.
Why was she the perfect star for the new Little Mermaid 2.0?
Such a good question. You know, we saw everybody, and ironically...
Who else did you see?
Can't say that, but we saw everybody. But I will say that Halle was the first person we saw, first person for this role. And I remember at the end of her singing this song, Part of Your World, that we just heard her sing today, I was in tears. And I thought, oh my gosh, she's so deep and so emotional and so beautiful. She set the bar very high, and no one ever crossed that bar but her.
I'll translate that for you. Hey, your faves auditioned for the movie. We had dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of auditions for this movie. Statistically, I'll bet my bottom dollar, take a stab in the dark, I'll give you a quarter if I'm wrong. Most of the people that auditioned for the movie were white women. And guess what? Halle set a bar that couldn't be touched. Take color and everything out of it. Take race and everything out of it. She was just more talented. Ooh, that hurt, didn't it? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss at you. She was just more talented. She was just more talented. She was just more talented. I'm sorry. I had to break the news to you like that, my boy. She was just more talented. So I leave you with this. 3 things. 1, get off the internet pretending like you care about a children's movie. You do not care about The Little Mermaid. You do not care about The Little Mermaid. If they had cast Reese Witherspoon or Sydney Sweeney or some other blonde white woman and threw a red wig on her, you would not have cared. 2, representation matters. It does, it has, and it always will. And 3, mermaids aren't real. As always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me and watching these videos. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go watch my other videos. We'll be back with more content soon come. Also, the hoodie I'm wearing right now, this beautiful olive green, was supplied by my friends over at the Pro Roe v. Wade team. Go click the link in the description and go click the link in my bio to take you to their website where you can see their assortment of dope clothes, including t-shirts and hoodies that are stylish, they're comfortable, and most importantly, they spread a really dope message. So yeah, go Roe v. Wade.